Hello, hello. Today we are going to just start seated on our mats. Crisscross applesauce, like they say in elementary school. So just close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Got the relaxing sound of my dishwasher in the background. Hopefully you can't hear that too much. And just start to deepen your breath, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, making each breath a little deeper than the last. Bringing your hands to heart center, bowing your chin. Starting to seal the lips now. Restricting the back of the throat, moving into our Ujjayi breath. Lighting up the spinal cord as we kind of massage the back of our neck with that breath. And maybe setting an intention for today's practice. Whether that's peace or strength or happiness or connection. Just taking a moment to give that intention some energy. Let's take our fingertips down to the mat and give me one deep breath in through the nose. Bring those shoulders up and let those shoulders drop back. We're just going to move with our breath, little half moon stretches, reaching side to side. So breathing in and reach, and breathing out, reach to the other side. Pausing here to breathe in, stretching through all of those ribs, side to side. Moving with your breath. And let's take one more stretch on either side. Bringing those fingertips down to center, reach up high, breathe in. And bring those hands down to heart center, breathe out. Placing our hands on our knees. We're going to take little hip circles. So making wide circles around your hips. Pressing the chest forward on the way forward. And then kind of tucking your chin, rounding out your back on the way back. Take this as slow as you want, maybe pausing here and there if there's an extra tight spot that you need a little more attention on. And then maybe flip it around and go the other way. My hips are feeling super sore today, so this feels really good. And then coming back to center and stillness, let's reach up again, breathe in. On the exhale, we're going to twist over to the right. So left hand to right knee, taking a little peek over that right shoulder. Breathing in to lengthen. Breathing out to deepen the twist. On your next inhale, reach high. Exhale, release to the other side, pulling on that left knee. Peeking over that left shoulder. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen the twist. On your next inhale, arms up. And on your exhale, we're going to reach forward over your knees. Another nice little hip loosener, hip stretch. And then let's dig those fingertips into the mat and just pull yourself through to tabletop. I'm gonna move my mat back just a bit. There we go. Coming into tabletop, we're gonna just do a couple of cat-cows, moving at your own pace. At the top of cat, maybe pressing through each shoulder blade, putting some organic movement in here, maybe swinging those hips side to side if you need A little more loosening in the hips. And coming back to neutral. Let's start to warm up the core. So taking those right fingertips out to the front, your left heel back. Take a look back at those toes. Let's make sure all 5 toes, even that pinky toe, pointed straight at the ground, squeezing through the glutes. On your next inhale, we're gonna pull it in, elbow to knee. Exhale, release. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, pull. Exhale, release, squeezing the belly button in toward the spine. And pausing here. Option to kick that left foot back and reach that right arm around for a quad stretch. An option here, if that twist is bothering you, you can always stand up on your knees and just pull that left foot back for that quad stretch. So up to you. On your next exhale, let's release to center and back down into tabletop. Other side, reaching those left fingertips forward. Take a moment to check out your form, all 5 toes, even that pinky toe, pointed at the ground. On your inhale, tuck it in. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring it in. And one more time, tuck it in, even tighter into that ball, and release. Pausing here, and then maybe moving into that quad stretch variation on the other side. If you're in the twist, kick your toes into your fingertips. And maybe peeking over that left shoulder, if it feels all right on your neck. Let's release back to center. And down to our tabletop once more. Taking one more cat-cow or cow-cat. I feel like they should call it cow-cat. We always do cow first. All right, moving into beast pose. So we're gonna tuck the toes and walk our feet in, lifting our knees just a little bit off the mat. So walking our feet in a little bit closer to our wrists, tucking the belly button in. And let's walk this back, moving into down dog. We're going to scoop our tailbone back up into the sky. Let that head hang heavy. And settle into that first down dog of the day. Maybe walking your dog, bending one knee, and then the other, loosening up those calves. Let's move through some sun salutations, continuing to warm up the core, taking little tiptoes to your wrists, bringing those feet shoulder width apart, nice deep bend in the knees, let that head hang heavy, maybe shaking your head yes, then no, loosening up the neck, maybe flapping those elbows out a little bit to loosen up the shoulders, or even grabbing opposite elbows and giving a little sway side to side. On your next exhale, release to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, like a figure 7, a nice flat back. And exhale to the floor. Inhale, reaching all the way high. On your exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So twisting with that left arm forward, right arm back, trying to keep those hips square to the front. Inhale to reach high. Exhale, twisting to the other side. Using those ab muscles to twist you over. Inhale, reach. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're gonna just step back into plank. Inhale, chaturanga, nice and slow, tucking those elbows into your ribs, all the way down to the ground for this first one. On your inhale, baby cobra, using those back muscles, maybe even floating those fingertips off the ground. Exhale, release, let's push up nice and slowly back into plank, tucking the belly button and bending the knees, swooping your tailbone, waving back up into down dog. Let's do those sun salutations 2 more times at your own pace, or you can follow me. Bending the knees, inhale, hop or step to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to reach. Exhale, twist to the left. Keep those hips nice and straight forward. Inhale. Exhale all the way to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step back into plank. Chaturanga, this time your choice. Cobra or move into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Let it out. Last sun salutation. I'll let you take this one completely at your own pace, and I will meet you back in down dog. When you're back in down dog, just hang out here for a moment. Make sure that neck is released. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Let it out. Sealing the lips once more. Starting to move into our vinyasa flow. First, let's pick up that right heel, pressing it high, just like we did in our warm-up. Looking at those toes, making sure all 5 are pointed at the ground. Can you lift that heel just a little higher, squeezing the glutes? Let's bring it into that right elbow. And let's switch it over to the left elbow. And back up to 3-legged dog. Let's do that one more time. Right elbow, twist to the left, and bring it up. This time, just step it right through into a low lunge. Placing that left palm flat on the ground, we're gonna lift those right fingertips high, easy twist to the right. And on your exhale, release. Inhale, reaching high, high crescent. So in high crescent, we wanna be up high on those back toes and we wanna sink low in that front knee. On your next inhale, we're just going to reach it forward, leaning forward, reaching with those fingertips. Strengthening the back of those core muscles. And on your next exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Taking just a moment to look at our alignment here. Front heel aligned to that back arch. Taking those shoulder blades, rolling them down the back. Let's flip our right palm, reaching forward, and reverse your warrior. Moving into side angle. So for this first side angle, let's just go to the knee. So resting that right elbow on your right knee, reaching that left hand up and over. Stretching through those ribs once more, just like we did in our warm-up. On your next inhale, reverse again. Exhale, release to the floor, coming back into that lunge. And we're gonna take that easy twist once more. Right fingertips go high. Stay for the exhale. Stay for the inhale. And exhale, release. Stepping back and going through your vinyasa. Option here is to float that right foot off the ground until you get to your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's do it all again on the other side. Lifting that left heel high, pointing all 5 toes to the ground. And then can you lift that heel just a little higher, squeezing the glutes. On your next inhale, bring it into that left elbow, right elbow, and release. Let's do that one more time. Squeezing into the left, right, And release. This time stepping all the way through. Low lunge. Plant that right palm on the ground. Left fingertips come high, easy twist. And exhale, release. Inhale, high crescent. Taking a moment to check out your form. Up high on those back toes. Think low in that front leg. On your next inhale, reaching forward. Staying for the exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, opening it up. Warrior two. Taking a moment to check out your form once more. Can you get a little lower in that front leg? Flipping the left palm, reverse your warrior. And on the exhale, side angle, bringing that left elbow to your left knee, reaching up and over with that right arm, opening up through the ribs, just like our warm-up. On your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale all the way to the floor. Inhale, easy twist. Stay for the exhale. And the inhale. Exhale, release it to the floor. And vinyasa option to float that foot through your plank all the way to the ground. Exhale, down dog. Let's take a little breather here for a moment. Catch our breath. Breathing in through the nose. Let it out. Let's do one more. In through the nose. And let it go. All right, round two. We're going to add in some options to make it a little harder this time. Pump it up. Take that right heel high. All 5 toes pointed at the ground. Squeeze the glute. And we're going to take it to that right elbow and to your left elbow. Now this is where we change. We're going to just kick that foot through. So we're on the razor edge of that right foot. Your left arm comes high. An option here, you can always put that knee down if you need a little more stability. On your next exhale, let's unwind, release back to the 3-legged dog. And this time, stepping it through, low lunge. Inhale, easy twist to the right. Exhale, release to the ground. Inhale, high crescent. Let's join those fingertips at the top this time. On your next inhale, we're either going to lean forward like we did in the first round, or if you're ready for some more, you can start to push yourself up into warrior three. Focusing on a drishti right below you, down on the mat or on the floor in front of you. On your next exhale, set it down nice and easy. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, moving into side angle. First, starting with that arm on your knee. And then, if you need a little more core work, maybe taking that right arm up to join your left. On your next inhale, reverse. Exhale, release to the floor. Inhale, twisting open, easy twist to the right. Option here, I'm going to turn it around so you can see. Option here, you can stay in the easy twist, or you can start working your way into maybe a supported plank, side plank, or maybe even bringing that right foot back to meet the left, a full side plank. Another option here, you can always put that left knee down for more support. Wherever you are, let's lift those hips a little higher, like you've got a little puppet string pulling you up. All right, exhale, let's fold this down and moving through our vinyasa. I'll meet you in down dog. All right, moving into round two, lifting that left heel high, squeezing just a little higher, pointing those toes at the ground. Inhale, bring it into that left elbow, right elbow, and then let's kick it through, fallen triangle. Reaching those right fingertips high. Remember the option here, you can always put that knee down, not a problem. So, your choice. Or you can also stay in that that tuck. Although that's a little harder, I think. All right, let's unwind. Three-legged dog. And let's step it through. Inhale, easy twist to the left. Exhale, release to the ground. Inhale, high crescent. Joining those fingertips at the top. Inhale, leaning forward or getting a little bounce going and pushing yourself up into warrior three. If you're in warrior three, again, pointing all 5 toes at the ground, reaching forward with those fingertips. On your next exhale, let's set it down. Opening up warrior two. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Maybe staying here with that elbow supported on that left knee. Or if you want to up level this, bringing that left hand up to meet your right. On your next inhale, let's reverse the warrior again. Exhale, release. Inhale, easy twist. Option to move into one of those side planks. Maybe side plank, maybe a supported side plank with your right knee down. Your choice. Wherever you are, think about that puppet string, pulling that hip up. Can you push it a little higher? And exhale, moving through your vinyasa. All right, back into down dog. All right, before we move into round three, let's take a little breather here. So maybe just coming into child's pose, catching your breath just a little bit, or maybe toweling off, grabbing some water if you need to. Petting your sleeping dog on the couch. She just gave me a look like, why? Just why, Mom? I was sleeping. Sorry, Maddie. And when you're ready, join me back in child's pose. Just making this a lazy child's pose, relaxing those arms down, maybe massaging your third eye center on the mat. Catching your breath. Let's start to seal the lips again. Restricting the back of the throat. Helps us keep our focus on the breath as we move through our vinyasas. All right, reaching the fingertips forward. Let's pull ourselves up into tabletop. Tucking the toes, scooping your tailbone up into down dog once more. All right, round three. Let's power through. We're gonna up level it just a little bit more. Lifting that right heel high. Oh, by the way, if you have a block, we're gonna be going into a half moon. So that block might come in handy at the top of your mat. All right, lifting that right heel high. Bring it in to the right elbow. Twist to the left and kick it through fallen triangle. Up level here is to lift that right foot off the ground. So you're floating the right foot. So not a completely fallen triangle, like a floating triangle. Let's exhale, unwind. Three-legged dog. And step it through, low lunge. Inhale, easy twist to the right. Exhale, release. Inhale, high crescent. Up high on those toes, sinking low in that front knee. Bringing those fingertips together at the top. Maybe even taking a little back bend here, if that feels good for you. On your next inhale, leaning forward or getting a little bounce and moving into warrior three, squeezing the glutes, nice flat back, looking down toward your mat. And on your next exhale, step it back nice and easy. Open up warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel it down. Oh, sorry, nope, don't do that. We're going into side angle. Ooh, almost skipped the best part. Okay, options here. Supported side angle, this thingy with the beach ball, or you can move into half moon. So maybe using that block to help you with balance. Flexing those toes, maybe using your fingertips on the ground, and then once you get steady, trying to lift those fingertips off the ground and fly. Trying to open that chest all the way open to the front. On your next exhale, set it down easy. Warrior two, and reverse your warrior. Exhale, release to the ground. Inhale, easy twist to the right. Option to move into one of those side plank variations. So here, or with the knee down, or if you want to up level this, lifting the right foot up off the left, pulling those hips high. Can you push just a little higher, squeezing those left obliques to help yourself get a little more height. On your next exhale, roll this down into plank. Option to float that foot through your vinyasa. Down dog. Last side, power through. Keep the energy going. Lifting that left heel high. Bringing it into that left elbow. Twisting over to the right. Kick it through, fallen triangle. Option here, if you want to up level, floating the left foot off the ground. Squeezing those obliques. And unwind. Three-legged dog. And step it through, low lunge. Planting that right palm on the ground, opening up to the left, easy twist. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms reach high, high crescent, joining those fingertips at the top. Up high on those back toes, sinking low in that front knee. On your next inhale, moving into a forward reach or bouncing yourself right up into warrior three. Finding that drishti, that focal point. Down below, your eyes are gazing down towards your mat. Squeezing the glutes. On your next exhale, set it down nice and easy. Opening it up into warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, moving into half moon or sticking with that supported side angle. I haven't done a lot of half moons in a while. Always one of my favorites. Maybe floating those fingertips off the mat if you find your stability. And trying to open that chest up to the front. On your next exhale, set it down nice and easy. Reverse your warrior. All the way to the ground. Inhale, easy twist to the left, or move into one of those plank variations. Putting the knee down for supported side plank, or maybe up leveling by lifting the left foot up off the right. Pulling those hips a little higher, squeezing the obliques on the right side of your tummy. And let's set this back down. Last vinyasa. Up dog. And exhale, down dog. Woo-woo. Hopefully you've got a nice little sweat going. Let's drop down into our child's pose, take a little break. Once more, we made it through our vinyasa flow. Now we've got a little playtime and a cool down, and we're done. So, towel off, grab another sip of water, pat your pup. Oh, Maddie, you need to get your exercise today. Okay, joining me back on the mat. Child's pose. Let's make this another lazy child's pose. Just letting those arms relax. Maybe massaging that third eye center in the middle of your forehead, rolling your head side to side, catching your breath. Let's go up on those fingertips, making this an active child's pose, digging those fingertips into the ground. And using those fingertips, pull yourself into tabletop. Remember that beast pose that we did at the beginning? We're gonna play in beast pose a little bit. So digging those fingertips down, gripping your mat, lifting those knees just a little bit off the ground, and then walk your toes in toward your wrists. Feels a little funky. All right, we are gonna take our beast for a walk. So just picking up right toes, left toes, marching, marching your beast. Marching, marching. All right, we're just gonna take a little hop to the top of our mat. Putting those big toes together, heels slightly out. On your next inhale, sweeping the arms high, chair pose. Can you sit a little lower? Take a look down at your toes. Can you see your toes? If not, you might need to pull those knees back just a little bit more. Let's bring those hands to heart center. All right, options here. You can always stay here, hands at heart center. We're gonna take a twist, if you like, bringing that left elbow over your right knee, and maybe looking over that right shoulder. If you're ready for a little bit more, we're gonna start to pick up that left heel, and nice and easy, step it back into a lunge twist. So keeping that twist, using that elbow to pull your hands to your heart center. And then if we need a little bit more, maybe setting that knee down so we can stretch out our hip flexors just a bit. If this twist is bothering your back or your belly, you can always bring it to center and just focus on that hip stretch. Everybody, let's unwind, setting our fingertips down on the ground and pushing our hips back into a half split stretch. That should feel really good after all of those lunges and warrior threes, all that. All right, bringing it back forward, bending through the right knee, and then bringing that left foot up to join the right. Sweeping our arms right back up into that chair pose once more. Holy moly. Getting a little shaky, I think. Bringing those hands to heart center. Let's hook that right elbow over our left this time. Option, of course, if the twist is not in your practice today, just hang out here. Using that right elbow to pull on your left knee and pull those fingertips toward the middle. We're gonna pick up that right heel and step back into our lunge. Lunge twist. Of course, you can always be here in lunge as well, if the twist is bothering you for any reason. And moving a little bit deeper, setting that right knee down for a little hip stretch with our twist. Remember, option, you can always stay here, focusing on that stretch, maybe even supporting on those knees. All right, fingertips come down to the ground, push your hips back, pulling those toes up for half splits. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen the stretch.
Okay.
All right, let's pull ourselves forward, bending to the left knee, bringing that right foot up to join the left. One more time, sweeping the arms high, chair pose, last one, I promise. So let's make it count. Can you sit a little bit lower in that chair pose? On your next exhale, forward fold. And we're gonna just jump our feet back ever so slightly, right back into that beast pose. Taking the fingertips to the ground. Let's march our beast. One more time. Picking those toes up, squeezing your belly button in. And let's go ahead and take a big step back so we can move into the final down dog of the day. And let's sleep our beast, bringing it right down into child's pose once more. We woke the beast. We put it back to sleep. All right, just coming up onto your knees, swing those legs around. Let's take a little Another little hamstring stretch. So reaching the arms up high, maybe hooking your big toes with your index and your middle finger. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen. Let's just drop all of our weight down, just ragdoll. Let that head hang heavy and nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Bring that head up to neutral, and then we're just going to continue on our path all the way to the ground. Ugh, feels good. Okay, couple more things, and then Shavasana. So option here is to move into a bridge pose, so squeezing the glutes, lifting the hips, or if it's in your practice, maybe pressing up into full wheel back bend. If you're in wheel, make sure you're breathing. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and letting that head hang heavy. This should feel like a nice counter stretch to all the ab work you've been doing today, all the core work. One more breath here, and let's set it all down nice and easy. Take those feet out wide on the mat, and just windshield wiper those knees side to side, releasing the lower back, especially if you were in wheel. Pulling those knees in, maybe giving a little tuck. Let's set those feet flat on the mat. We're going to cross our right leg over our left, figure four, reaching through the middle for a supine pigeon. One more little hip stretch. Giving our hips a lot of attention today. Let's just set this whole figure four down on the mat, and we're gonna open your arms out wide. Maybe scoot your hips to the right just a little, and lean that whole figure four over to the left for a supine twist. Maybe looking over that right shoulder, and trying to keep that right shoulder on the ground. On your next exhale, help that leg up. Let's go to the other side, left over right. Reaching through figure four. To make this a little deeper, you can use that left elbow to kind of hinge that right knee out. You can also lift that right heel up into the sky a little bit more for a little deeper stretch. And let's set this figure four down on the ground, opening the arms up into a T, maybe shifting those hips to the left a little bit and twisting to the right. You can also deepen the twist by taking that right palm on top of your left knee if you need a little more. All right, exhale, bringing it all back to center. Taking any last stretch, maybe a happy baby, maybe rolling up and down your spine, whatever you like. And then when you're ready, relaxing into Shavasana. Letting go of that restriction on the back of your throat. And returning your breath to normal. Letting your whole body just sink into the mat. Noticing where each part of your body touches the mat. And feeling heavy in those places. The back of the head, your shoulder blades digging into the mat, your tailbone, elbows, knuckles, your calves and heels. Imagine that there's a stone in each of those parts, just holding you making you be still for just a few more moments today. Helping you feel heavy and present in this moment. Taking just a few more breaths for yourself today. And if you're ready, starting to wiggle those fingers and toes, fluttering the eyes open. Take a good morning stretch, pointing the toes, reaching the arms up overhead. Big cleansing breath. And let's make our way over to our side. And a supported little side. And as you're ready, start to push yourself back up into our seated position, just how we began today. Rolling the shoulders down the back, maybe closing the eyes once more. And bringing those hands to heart center, bowing the chin, returning our thoughts to the intention that we set for today's class. And trying to carry that intention with us throughout the rest of the day and throughout our week. Thank you for taking some time to treat yourself today and join me. Hope to see you again next time. Namaste.